What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back again with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's gonna be against... Why? Just why? Like, why have BickDutt as your name? Like, you're not funny, like, you're not Hayden, so stop trying to be Hayden, like, kill yourself. Why you try to be a Hayden wannabe? Like, seriously? Shake my head. But anyway, I battled my opponent off my Discord server, making my, he's given my Discord a very nice name. I can respect that. So if you want to have a chance at battling me, or other battlers in general, definitely check out my Discord server. A link will be in the description. Now, me and my opponent are having an underused tier battle today, as me and my opponent's teams are both pretty damn threatening, not gonna lie. We're just gonna hop right into the battle. I'm not using too many fun Pokemon, because if you're trying to use fun Pokemon in the underused tier, you should probably reevaluate the situation and realize that Scizor is used on every single team, and it will one-shot your fragile Pokemon's booty hole. So my opponent, turn 1, is gonna lead off with the Hydreigon. I'm gonna lead off with my Mega Camerupt, as it's finally time to use Mega Camerupt. But unfortunately, turn 1, I don't want to stay in here and take a Draco Meteor or a Dark Pulse or Earth Power. So I bring in Klefki on the potential Earth Power, but running Earth Power on Hydreigon in 2017. Heatran doesn't exist anymore in underused. Unfortunately, Heatran did not make the cut for underused. I'm sure in Generation 9 it'll be underused. Just keep waiting, guys. We'll eventually get Heatran. But now my opponent is going to bring Gliscor here, so I'm going to go for the Reflect here with my Klefki, my low-key aids, and now I'm like, Gliscor, please don't be subtoxic, because if you're subtoxic Gliscor, I have to DC on you. I have to ban you from my channel. You are not allowed back here. I have to ban you from my Discord server. You just have to be removed. Yeah, I have to block you on Twitter. I have to do whatever it takes to make you so you're just not part of my life anymore. But thankfully, my opponent reveals the Sword Stance, and you'd be like, wow, crap, this Gliscor set up a Sword Stance. But in my head, I'm like, whew, that was a close one. For a second, I thought he was that Cancerous Ebola subtoxic Gliscor set that needs to, it's giving me PTSD. It gave me PTSD. Like, I don't care what you guys say. Like, oh, it gets countered by a reverse hyper voice. Like, like, no, like, please get that shit away from me now. So here, I'm not trying to take a knockoff, so I bring Cofagrigus, hoping I could be a little cheeky and give him the Mummy to get rid of his poison heal, but unfortunately he goes for Facade, so I look like I just outplayed him really hard, but I was trying to get him to knock off, because the Reflect's up, so his damage output isn't that good, and I do have the Ghost DMZ, because I do have Never Ending Nightmare, because the move looks so good on Cofagrigus, because it looks like the Z move was literally made for Cofagrigus, because it literally like sprouts hands from the ground, and Cofagrigus just catches these hands. But unfortunately, I forgot to nickname this Cofagrigus, apparently. I have my Cofagrigus named Catch These Hands, but this one I got from Pokebank, and I couldn't nickname it, so yeah, I hate how you can't re-nickname Pokemon that aren't your OT, but it's okay, it is quite alright, but it's just a little unfortunate that you can't do that, but it is alright. We're gonna go for +2 Shadow Ball with my Cofagrigus, and we're gonna knock out this Gliscor pretty easily, no diff. I thought he might live it because Gliscor's fair and balanced, but thankfully, +2 Cofagrigus packs quite a punch, as in comes Hydreigon. And I know Hydreigon's pretty bulky and all, but I'm at +2 special attack. I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Fairy. JK, I wish. I don't think that move actually exists. I'm pretty sure they were like, crap, how do we get Hidden Power Fairy? And then like, we don't get Hidden Power Fairy. Like, it doesn't exist. But if Hidden Power Fairy existed, I'd probably run that low-key, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, Cofagrigus is unable to knock out the Hydreigon, but it still results in double down. So Cofagrigus does end up getting 2 kills, which is pretty nice. So finally, I can bring in Jimmy Neutron. I've been trying to use this Rampardos for so long, but it just keeps doing nothing in all my battles. So I'm hoping with Trick him up, I can finally get a kill with this thing. In comes Cobalion. After spikes, I'm hoping that Sheer Force boosted life orb, Adamant Rampardos can knock this thing out with Fire Punch, and we're able to kill the Cobalion. So I'm like, oh yes, Daddy. Rampardos finally got a kill, but then my opponent's like, all right, playtime's over, buddy. I'm gonna bring in my Nidoking, and I'm like, all right, I guess Rampardos has to die here. Shiny Rampardos looks so sick. It's one of the few instances where its regular form and its shiny form looks absolutely amazing. I love Rampardos so very much. Jimmy Neutron, that was going to tank the Ice Beam. I don't know why he went for Ice Beam. He probably anticipated my switch into the Fair and Balanced Latias. I can definitely understand why, but I don't really have a reason to save this fodder Pokemon, because we are playing in the underused tier, and using fun Pokemon is pretty much like, I don't know why you bother with that. So down goes my Rampardos, unfortunately, to the Sludge Wave. But unfortunately, not much I can do about that, but it is quite alright. We still got that nice kill for Empire, so I can't complain. But now I'm going to bring in 1v1 me, bro. My Choice Band and Mienshao, because Choice Band and Mienshao with Reckless High Jump Kick hits so damn hard. I love this Pokemon. I don't really get to use it very often because it pretty much is, it's in the underused tier, but I don't play underused that often. And then OU, I'm like, well, it can't really do anything in overuse because fair and balanced Pokemon. So Yeah, I kind of don't use it that often, so I have to bring it out. I think it's the first time I've actually ever used Mienshao in this generation, so yeah, I haven't used this Pokemon like over a year, which is kind of sad. But now I'm going to bring a Mega Camera up here, which is actually just my Spadef camera that I use in my PU battles, but I gave it a Mega Stone, and now my opponent, I'm like, okay, I can find these Mega Camera, we're going to lay up them Stealth Rocks, and then my opponent pulls out the Water Z, and I'm like, alright, maybe it's Z Rain Dance Latias, but no, it's freaking Hydro Vortex. I'm like, oh shit, dude, why do you have Hydro Vortex Latias? What does that even hit? What does that even hit? I'm trying to think about that. Like Mega Steelix? Like, he got me though. He got my camera ups, and I'm like, wow, I guess my Mega Camera Ups battle, its debut battle, it does absolutely nothing, which is pretty depressing actually, but it's quite alright. But now I'm going to bring back in my Klefki here, and I'm going to try and go for the Thunder Wave, I do believe. And now my opponent's actually going to pivot into Scizor. I don't remember what I actually do here. I think I'll go for Reflect. Oh yeah, I go for Reflect because I anticipated my opponent to switch out. I'm smart like that. I go for the opposite screen expecting the switch to come in, so I can potentially do some mind games, and then I can just pivot into them a lot easier. I don't know, because pivoting into Scizor, you know, the fair and balanced Pokemon and the underused here, alongside Latias. They're both S-rank Pokemon in the underused tier metagame, which is why you see them in every single battle. It's like Landorus T. You guys should know the drill by now. But yeah, Scissor's going to go for the Sword Stance. I'm like, okay, I have Reflect. Please, Mienshao, you can live this. I believe. I know Scizor is fair and balanced. He only has leftovers, though, so he has leftovers. He doesn't even have Life Orb. We can live this Bullet Punch. We can do this, Mienshao. Let's do this. So we are actually able to tank the Bullet Punch. We're able to go for Choice Banded Adamant. No, I think we're Jolly. We're Jolly. I'm sorry, I'm not that manly. I actually run Jolly on my Choice Banded Pokemon. But yeah, we're Jolly Choice Banded with freaking Reckless High Jump Kick, and that one-shot Scizor after Spikes. And now my opponent's going to bring in the Latias here, and Psyshock's going to knock out my Mienshao, and all I have left now is Klefki and my Latias. And unfortunately, my Klefki does not have any offensive moves because I do have all support moves, because Klefki is a support whore. That's all it's meant to be. And it's pretty much the ghetto, what's the move called? Aurora Veil. Because everyone loves Aurora Veil. It's literally like everyone's favorite move this generation. And people are running like Abomasnow plus X Pokemon to use freaking Aurora Veil. Like, is that really that good? Like, you're better off just using dual screens. Like, I never understood that. Like, sure, Alolan Ninetales I can understand because, you know, you get the Aurora Veil by itself with Light, right? But then, like, why would you run, like, Auroras plus Alolan Sandslash? Like, that I can kind of understand because you get Stealth Rocks too, and you get a nice sweeper to go along with it if you get the right setup. But then, like, people ran like Alolan Sandshrew and Abomasnow. Like, you guys should have seen that battle. That battle was like, what? Why though? Like, why not just run dual screen, then save yourself 2 slots? I don't know. But yeah, my opponent's gonna start setting up Calm Minds with this Latias, and I'm like, oh shit, this is really bad for me. So I'm gonna switch out of my Klefki here. I'm gonna pivot into my Latias now, expecting him to go for Surf once again, or Calm Mind, but thankfully he just goes straight for Surf. But this +2 Latias, I think it's +2, because I missed T-Wave, which kind of sucked. I forgot to mention that, but it's not really that big of a deal. It just makes this Latias a little more bulky and more scary than the offensive side. So here, I'm hoping that he gets paralyzed here. I'm hoping I can just set up a Calm Mind here to, you know, equalize the boost, because we're both using the fair and balanced Calm Mind Latias in the underused tier. But he's going to drop a Draco on my head, and I'm hoping with +1 special defense and Life Screen I can live this, because you guys should already know what's coming at this point. I haven't revealed it yet, so of course I'm going to have the Weakness Policy. So one of my opponents actually used Weakness Policy Musharna, which definitely inspired this Latias set for sure. Weakness Policy with stored power. It can hit pretty damn hard, so I'm hoping we can just knock out this Latias at +3 special attack. But Latias is a fair and balanced Pokemon. It lives Dragon Pulse, but then he gets paralyzed, and then we win the battle just because he got paralyzed, because this Klefki does not have any offensive moves, so I would have lost to Latias eventually. So that Paralyze Hex was the reason why I won that battle. But hey, we take those. We're able to beat DickButt, because I'd be damned if I lost to someone with the name of DickButt. So yeah, that was going to be the battle, guys. I definitely had to beat that guy because of his name. Had to beat them. There was no way. The game was like, there's no way you're going to lose this game. Even if you played like super shit this game, you had to take this W. And the game just gave it to me. So hey, I can't complain. So I hope you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle. If you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle and want to support the channel, please be sure to leave a like on the video, as it's the best way to show your support towards the YouTube channel, and it's much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for the support lately. It really keeps me inspired to make daily uploads for you guys, and I just love you guys oh so much. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, which Pokemon in the underused tier metagame do you think is extremely underrated and do you think it's actually low-key broken? Let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon you think, you know, fits that category. Now, I definitely think, I really think that Terrakion is, you know, not fair and balanced. Like, Terrakion, like, people are like, man, Terrakion sucks a lot. Yes, it's the rage, but, like, hello? Do you know how broken Virizion is in Nenu? But, like, Terrakion has, like, good offensive stats to use that with. So, like, and you can't miss Stone Edge. You have a free Continental Kush to use at your disposal, and people are like, no, Terrakion's just trash. And I'm like, okay, you're trash. Get out of my life. But thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye.